Ladies and gentlemen, time for some group chat. Who's ready?
Me.
Big episode.
Big episode. We got a lot to talk about. It's a big week for LA. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You guys
huge.
excited?
Very excited. We are the unofficial, a lot of people are saying, world's best champions.
Wow.
Dee's making some bold claims in this episode about LA and about the Lakers and about LeBron James. So I want everyone to tune in and tell me what you think. We're also going to cover the new release of the new iPhone. We're going to talk about it. Is it worth it? Are they in danger? Anand seems to be doubting the Apple legacy.
Yes, a lot of questionable words came out of him.
So we'll see. We're going to talk about innovation. A lot of people are innovating that you wouldn't think would. I'll go ahead and give you a little hint. Kroger. Innovating? Who would have thought? And then, you know what? We have a lot else to talk about that we're going to go over. But one of our big stories here at the end is we're going to talk about the phenomenon that is OnlyFans. And we're going to talk about people joining it who maybe you didn't think would have joined, but sometimes money gets tough. You're also going to talk about how they're maybe disrupting, maybe creating an entire industry. We're really not sure. What's next for OnlyFans?
Sex workers.
And what happens when all of these pretty girls have now bared all? Where do they go from here?
To the top. You know where you go? You go to the Bentley dealership and go pick up a nice new car.
You do, because we've heard a little bit about these monthly checks, and they are definitely Bentley approved.
Yes.
And lastly, do you hear that, drama?
What happened?
It's a blue wave. Crashing.
I do hear that.
And
Money
it
is
sounds
flying in.
money!
Oh, we're going to talk about the blue wave, guys. Things are looking up. Let's get into it. Time for some group chat.
Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, group chat.
Cash.
It's $1 trillion. Hot.
Woo!
Woo! We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for
Miami
losers.
Jimmy Buckets suck.
Tyler, not my hero.
Whoa!
I like when there's always like the guy that everyone kind of jumps on in like a playoff run.
It's definitely Hero.
It was Hero, the guy. Everyone wanted Hero to be the hero.
Nope.
And I mean, he was what we call not Jimmy Buckets.
Anti-hero.
Yeah, anti-hero hero club.
I like that. You should make an anti-hero Jimmy Hero club.
Yeah. I mean, it was the Lakers thrashed them.
Yeah, it was over by the second quarter. Mid-second quarter, it was pretty clear the Lakers were going to win, and then they were up by 30.
I mean, they were just blocking and dunking and smashing them in the face. In the face.
I do got to say, though, it was the saddest victory championship.
Yeah, you didn't feel the energy.
No, I saw a couple fireworks from my balcony.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
We had the local idiots protesting or rioting. Or
Rioting like in Staples Center. So
Yeah.
76 people got arrested.
Yeah, that's
Fine
good.
people.
At least they did that. At least that was still
At least they
alive.
burned some cop cars.
Yeah.
You're so fucking stupid.
Why would you do that? The Lakers win a title and you have the urge to burn a cop car?
Yeah. But it is kind of part of the game, right? I mean, haven't people done that for years?
Yeah,
Every
every city.
Let's get out there and burn a couple. Do our part.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
It just felt sad, though. It just felt like, I don't know. You didn't feel it in the city like you normally would.
No, you didn't. And
I remember
it's
going
such a
out
shame.
at like,
oh my God,
liquor titles.
So I've been an adult for the last 5 titles, and the city's just insane when the Lakers
To be
win.
fair, I was definitely one of the downtown.
You're an agitator.
Agitator in college during I think the first title. I went and threw shit in the middle of Staples, on the street, Figueroa. Yeah, I was definitely throwing shit, yelling curse words.
You hear that, Mother Murthy? Little did you know.
I remember
Do you want to repeat?
the 09 title, everyone was out in the
Yeah,
streets.
it was fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we got a fraction of that.
They're gonna win it again.
We're not even a fraction. We got none of it.
Got nothing.
I didn't see nothing. Like, from my perspective, I saw some fireworks that night. And I'm like, what are the fireworks? Why is this happening again?
Yeah.
Is this the conspiracy theory bubbling back up? It was that.
It was a child sex traffickers. Got excited about the title.
Thought so. Did you guys see, what about on like Sunset and stuff?
The city's been really focused, if there was noise, about Armenians.
The Armenians are going hard.
Yeah,
They
every
were-
day.
Sunday, they were out here.
Oh, it was nuts, right?
I think 6 hours.
They have
Yeah.
I
planes.
got out of here and there was crowds of people still going, and
Yeah.
I was leaving at like probably 8:30.
They have
Yeah.
planes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
The
had
planes with
everything.
banners all day.
Yeah.
And they shut down the 101 like a week and a half ago.
Yeah. They're making Like, if you at this point don't know what's going on, then you're just an idiot.
I think most people don't know what's going on.
I don't actually know what's going on, but I know
We
something's
explained
going
it on the
on.
podcast.
I understand
I did
like
a
very
whole
surface level.
5-minute thing on it.
I get like bad shit's happening. But I don't actually understand like.
I'm not going to
Core.
repeat it. Go re-listen to the episode.
Yeah, it's fine.
But let's back to the Lakers. LeBron has his 4th title.
Yeah.
Lakers have their 17th. LeBron has now titles with 3 different teams.
Yeah.
That's some sort of record.
I think 3 teams might be.
Most titles with most teams.
I think so. I don't think it's ever been done. 2 teams, I think so, but obviously it has happened.
How many more years does LeBron have?
You know, he looked like he had 0 slowdown in him.
Yeah,
Jimmy
right.
Buckets was exhausted.
Yeah.
And LeBron is 6 years older and looked like he could play another 3 games.
Yeah.
So he's got at least next year he'll probably win a title.
Easily
They're the
next year.
favorite. Lakers are the favorite.
And they can go get anyone they want.
Now they have like some exceptions that they can trade or cap exceptions so they can sign new players. They're going to get better.
Yeah, they're not getting worse.
Other teams will get better too.
Yeah.
The Warriors will be back, which is a little scary.
Don't
But-
forget about Katie in Brooklyn.
Katie and Kyrie. Looks
we're
like the
not
East
worried
is
about that.
terrible. I mean, Jimmy Buckets took 3 rookies and got to the finals. So
Right.
Katie and Kyrie could easily win
If
the
you
East.
really look at Lakers' actual team outside of Anthony Davis, it's garbage.
Well, if you watch the
This was like Kobe.
like that
and-
one Caruso guy looks like Pete looks better.
Hey, he's a great
So-
basketball player.
if you listen to the post game when they did the trophy presentation, not one other player was mentioned. It was just LeBron. Then he gave the mic to AD
'Cause they know-
normally they're like, "Hey, it was
Yeah.
that guy was important. This guy was
You know why?
You're
Because
right.
the commentator was like, I don't even know these people's names.
Yeah.
Like, I've never even heard of these people, and they're not going to be here next year.
LeBron also addressed the Lake from the Lakers account on Instagram, and it was like, "Hey Lakers, from me, AD, and the rest of the team."
Yeah.
He's like, "Cause that's all it is."
Even
It's
his Instagram
Oh my
post,
God.
LeBron was just
He's like-
him and Anthony Davis. It was like, we
Brown,
did it.
Yeah, it's like Brown King equals championship.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's very clear.
Holy shit. But they're just like a magical combo, huh?
Yeah.
They're
Wow.
a magical combo, but I mean,
You're catching.
I hate to bring it up, but the GOAT conversations is narrowing. This
Yeah.
guy's got 4 titles. Looks like he can pick up 1 or 2 more.
He's picking up at least one more.
Yeah.
And 3 cities? He might even go to a 4th.
He
Go
should
get
go to
ring number 6.
He should go to the
Milwaukee.
Clippers and just give the Clippers a title. Him and Kawhi.
Why not?
Go to the Knicks. Win them a title.
He doesn't want to leave LA.
Yeah,
Hop around.
and
Who
who
needs
wants
a
to go to
title? You
fucking New
get a
York?
title.
No, he's not trying
It's
to go.
just like this, like SPACs. Everyone's getting SPACs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
LeBron's
yeah,
getting
yeah.
a title.
Who wants a title?
He's the only man to win a title with all 32 teams.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. What if like for ring number 6, like Bronny, he has to meet Bronny like in
Whatever team
So
he goes
I don't
to.
think
Yeah.
we addressed the Bronny.
Well, yeah, I was going to say the
issues.
scariest part of this whole thing is Bronny's situation.
So Bronny posted on September 19th an Instagram story where it looks like he's smoking weed.
Oh,
He
he was,
looks like he
Most
is.
he
definitely
was straight up
smoking weed.
smoking
I
weed.
was-
He didn't admit it. I don't know.
You're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
So the memes, now that LeBron's coming home, were priceless.
Oh, that's good. I didn't think about that.
It was so good. It was like, you know that cover of Sports Illustrated, I'm coming home?
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm coming home to beat your ass. And like, it was just meme after meme after meme.
So he hasn't seen him since then.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
They got home yesterday.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so good. Yeah,
I
what?
mean-
Yeah. You guys didn't talk about him smoking weed at all?
No.
No.
And he was,
What do you do?
let's be very clear. He was not just smoking a Swisher Swish.
It was
or
a big-ass
Swisher
blunt.
Sweet.
He knew what
Right.
he was doing.
That was a straight up blunt.
That wasn't
I
his
don't-
first.
Wait,
He
how
did
old
the
is
little
Bronny?
16.
16.
15.
Okay.
He's a 10th grader.
He's
Okay.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15-year-old
Let him
smoking
smoke the
weed.
gas. You're drinking the wine. It's the same
He
thing.
was smoking it. He's smoked weed before. That
So-
was not his.
so
that
think
was-
about
that
this.
was-
Yeah.
that was
Think
not
about
his-
this. We've talked about this endlessly. Like LeBron James, the most scrutinized athlete in the history of sports, 0 scandals, 0 bad pictures,
Yeah.
0 everything. This kid's 15. He's already posting weed.
Yeah, what if Bronny's like a little J.R. Smith? You know, like, fuck you, dad.
Well, that
I
was,
think that's where the punishment's going to come. LeBron's going to be like, I have the whole world watching
yeah,
me,
yeah.
and there's not one bad photo of me. His biggest scandal was he raised $10 million for the YMCA when he announced he's going to Miami.
Yeah.
Little
That's
Bronny
crazy.
Rodman.
Bronny's already off on the...
Yeah, he'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Check this out.
it was really funny though right away because it was like, oh, where'd you get that weed? And it's like J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
That was the
Uncle
rumor
JR.
right away.
That's
Like,
good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, go LA. You know, it's a tough time. We needed a win.
Well, my view is very simple. Greatest city of all time, greatest sports team ever, greatest player ever. That's how I'm capping it off.
That's how
You
you're feeling.
already gave him the GOAT. He doesn't need another
He
title.
was
You were
the GOAT
saying-
for me 5 years ago.
You're saying LA is just the greatest sports team ever. Or like
the
the LA
Lakers are the greatest sports team
not
ever.
that.
They're the
exact
greatest sports franchise.
That team was definitely not the best.
No, I'm saying greatest sports franchise ever. 17 titles.
Yeah. Well, majority of them were in Minnesota, so let's be very
Majority
clear about that.
5.
Majority.
Do you know what
Won a lot
majority is?
since I was born.
This guy's investing in Robin all day. Doesn't know what
He doesn't.
majority
Well,
he doesn't
majority
know
of the
that,
time.
motherfucker.
Until somebody proves you wrong.
I've
Majority of the
seen
time,
how
the
many
stock's been
titles
up.
now since the 80s.
So there was 5 in the 80s, 5 in the 2000s.
10. I've seen 10.
Yeah, Pete.
What other sports franchise has seen 10 titles in their life? And by
Okay,
the way,
Pete, quiz. Has he
all-
seen the majority or the minority of titles?
And by the way, Celtics, people who talk about Celtics, there was
nobody-
not like black people allowed even in the league back then.
Yeah,
Bill
I know.
Russell was the
No,
only
so
guy.
Zach
those
Lowe-
shorts and those
Zach-
legs.
Nobody
Zach
saw
Lowe-
that competition. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Zach Lowe, who's a leading NBA sports writer, was like, if you're not going to count the 5 in Minneapolis, then take away 9 from Boston when they won 9 teams in the league.
And people were smoking in the locker
Yeah,
room.
smoking in the locker room. He said that. He said they're smoking in the locker room.
Oh, my God.
Eliminate those 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the greatest.
All
People
right.
don't want to, a lot of people don't like to hear that.
A lot of
Right.
people. A
Especially
lot of
Boston
people. Don't. Is there a lot of LeBron hate right now or no?
It's hard right now. It's quiet right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Asterisk.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck you and your asterisk.
Did you say fuck you in your asterisk? In your
Yeah.
asterisk?
Yeah, in
Nice.
your asterisk.
That's good.
Kiss my asterisk.
Yeah, I like that.
Up your asterisk.
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Okay. So good stuff. We needed that.
Yep.
Last thing, did you see somebody was actually in a bubble downtown, like rolling around?
Oh,
That's
like
nice.
one of those ones, you've seen the
Yeah.
TV games and whatnot.
good call. Okay.
Smart man.
All right. Next up, it looks like we've got it. It is here. It has been unveiled. The world has now laid eyes on the brand new iPhone 12.
Boo.
This is a big day for you tomorrow. Right? Isn't the release the
Today.
big-
Is it?
It
out?
happened this morning.
It comes out, I think this week.
no, but the presentation.
presentation's
It
today.
happened this morning.
Presentation happened.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so Tim Apple, how do you feel about your investment?
Well, I think this stock is about to hit an all-time high. I think we're only going up. Today was a down day, but we're only
So
going
release
up
day was a
after
down
today.
day.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a down day.
It's not a good sign.
So I think the big news is specifically for the conspirators, 5G iPhone.
Ooh,
Seems a
Bill
little
Gates
fishy there.
has something to do with this, huh?
That right as this whole coronavirus broke out, all of a sudden, we have 5G in the airwaves.
Yeah.
Huh. Little interesting.
Interesting. That's what the conspiracy was, right?
It was. 5G was causing it.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
iPhone 12 is out. Or will be out.
Biggest thing I saw was obviously there's all the upgrades, the better chip.
How much better of a camera do we need?
I don't know. I mean,
The photos look pretty good.
you know what else I feel though? I feel like every time they give a whole presentation on why the camera's better, then you get it and the camera's the same.
Yeah.
Anyone else feel that way? Do you ever get a new iPhone? Not if you haven't jumped like 3 generations. You get a new iPhone from the previous iPhone, and you're like, wow.
This was the most advancements they've made in the camera in this most in the
But on
11.
paper, you never see it.
At what
Like, you
point
can- no, there's
can we
certain
eliminate
settings-
Pete's? Like we don't need a professional photographer. Are we there yet?
No, but there's certain
I think
features.
we've been there for
This
2
is the
years.
most advanced iPhone or camera can get on a phone like this, unless you completely go into manual mode where you can control all settings. Otherwise, this is like as far as it'll go.
Is there ever a day where we have 3 iPhones on tripods filming group chat?
No, you can't. The storage, the battery time, everything.
Sounds like excuses. I think you could solve
He's like, no, you
storage
need
easily.
me. You need me here. But no, I just feel like every time you,
no, this isn't a me thing. This is
I feel like every time you play with the new camera, you have to jump like a few generations to
Yeah.
really notice. I think, look, the biggest thing I saw, to be honest with you, is there's a magnet built in now.
yeah, that's cool. But
So on the back of the phone, on like the laptops, how it has MagSafe, it has the little magnet lock. You got that on here now. So now when you plug your charger in, it latches on there.
It's-
You can do it on the car. The phone cases now don't wrap around the phone. They just magnet in there. Your phone wallet, bam, magnet on the
Just
back.
a big magnet.
Just a big. Well, there's another N in there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Magnet. Yeah. So we got a magnet.
I don't even get it. I still don't understand why I need
So there's a
magnet.
magnet.
But why do I need a magnet?
Because the majority of things that you can add on your iPhone revolve around magnets.
So you know the
So
cases.
it makes it easier.
This is not a magnet.
No, but you will
But
have
now it will
iPhone
be.
cases that will just magnetize in. You'll have chargers that you can.
You know the cases that have like a wallet where you put your credit cards in? Well, now you don't even need the case. You just magnet.
Why do you even need a credit card? Don't you have Apple Pay?
This is sticky. I need my ID on
question.
me, and I need my other credit card that I don't
Okay,
have.
well,
Apple
if
Pay.
you want to charge it and it doesn't always fit on the dock right, magnet.
So this is why R.I.P. Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Because imagine
Well,
the only feature we're talking about is a fucking
a magnet.
magnetic.
Yeah.
Oh, you can put it on your refrigerator now. So if you don't want to put up notes, you just put your phone there.
Yeah. Tim Apple's a bit more of a magnet guy.
I mean, it's like a HD for video, I think, recording.
HDR.
No.
HDR.
Oh.
When do you think it catches up with Apple that there's zero innovation?
Never. It's too hard. They have
No, but everything
Someone
always
else
catches
has to
up.
do it.
I mean,
No,
maybe
it's
10
not-
years, maybe 15 years.
But it's not the phone. The phone's not the problem. It's how they've got everything else.
No, I understand, but
Someone else has to do it.
there's going to be a revolutionary phone
Yeah.
that's coming.
If that
'Cause
happened-
the phone hasn't changed in the last 5 years.
But it's everything about. I mean, the phone is pretty much the 5S just redesigned. So they really haven't done anything new either.
Here's the
but
one thing
I need
about
an implant.
Apple.
Every company gets disrupted when this is the creativity coming out of this company. Like it's happened to every single company. Ford, GM.
I don't think I really explained the magnet well enough.
There's going to be a Tesla. I feel like we're in the Ford GM era where we're just like sitting on our laurels, like resting on our laurels, like, oh, a car just keeps going.
It's that they have you
And then
locked in on all
Tesla's
the
gonna
other
come.
I know,
shit,
but
though.
you're not-
I think, yeah.
The Rundle that they have of all the services that they are now.
Rundle.
What's Rundle?
What's a Rundle?
you mean a bundle?
It's a Rundle. The way
define?
that it was explained to me was
Is Rundle a real word?
yeah.
Oh.
It's for the
terminology.
purposes of Apple. It's in the purposes of Apple is really figuring out like you have the cloud storage. That's hard to leave. You don't realize how important cloud storage is to you. You can't leave Apple if you rely on that. Can you live without iTunes? 100%. Can you live without Apple Podcasts? Sure, 100%. But then, when you download something on your phone and it syncs immediately to your Apple TV, you like that.
And your computer.
And your computer and your Mac and it's all those devices.
I think those are the super Apple users. I don't think the average person is doing that. I don't do that.
I think the average
I'm an
person-
AJ. I'm an average Joe.
I think I almost could think that the average Apple consumer has at least 2 Apple products that make it like you can't have one without the other. Like if I have the phone, I have the laptop.
Like
And
who
those
has a
two connect.
Roku?
I have the phone and the laptop, but
broke ass
they're
kids
completely
have Roku.
disconnected.
Like your
Shots
college
fired.
kid has a Roku, but the second he gets that full-time job, he goes to the Apple TV.
But even like my mom and dad, even though they're not like super, they still have the watches, that
Oh
tie
yeah, I
into the
forgot about the
phone.
watch.
Oh, the
Apple,
watches
number one
are
watch in the
terrible.
world. Sorry to bother
Every
you.
stupid college kid has one of
Yeah,
those.
but
not a Fitbit.
that was the same
a Rundle.
argument.
It's the Rundle.
The Rundle.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the Rundle is.
Yeah, I
but
gotta
it's fine.
remember where I read Rundle. Maybe I made it up.
No, I looked
could've
it up.
gone-
It appears maybe it's like a reference to like when you're a subscription based, you're in the ecosystem.
yeah.
I guess
Had
the
trouble
point
figuring
is that was the argument with Facebook, and it still might be true. They're the global address book. They got Instagram. They got WhatsApp. They're unbeatable. TikTok comes out of nowhere in 1 year. Dent so much into Facebook and Instagram's usage rates.
Yeah.
In 1 year.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong there. I
But
think that-
social media is very easy
Yeah.
to different.
Look, I have an iPad. I have an iPhone. I have
Apple TV.
Apple TV and the laptop.
And you're willing to give it all up right now.
None of them are connected for me.
Give up the whole
I
Rundle.
keep them completely
Well, that's because
disconnected.
you're an idiot.
That's because
You're just a lazy idiot. That's it. There's no other reason.
Yeah.
It's so convenient to sync it all
I don't
together.
think it's that convenient. What would
What
change
did
in my
you
life?
know? You were
Oh
like
my
you can
God.
copy shit on your phone and paste it on any other computer without doing
Yeah,
anything. It all plays through the air.
You might be an idiot.
There's connectivity. I thought you were really smart. I think you're really dumb now.
Why are you pointing?
Because it's anger.
This is
He
anger.
finally felt smart. He was like, you don't sync.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't listen. I don't think you're an idiot, but I do think
You
that-
think I'm losing out on the experience?
I think you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the majority have at least some sort of syncing going on. I think you're
more susceptible to hacks. It's a security risk.
I think the best thing you can do right now to save face is just put as much money into the Apple stock as you can.
Look at this guy.
Susceptible to hacks. You keep all your information stored, connected through multiple devices. It's not good.
Well, I don't really have
Who's
any
smart now,
information.
Pete?
Yeah, hack me. You can hack me. You have like Bitcoin, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I have like $6 in my name. So
You know what's funny? The super OG crypto guys, I've noticed one consistent thing. They own a shit ton.
They don't sync.
They're criminals.
Androids.
Oh.
I think it's for security purposes.
See, I think you're in a niche group.
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if you pulled up with an Android. You're like, see, they innovated.
If I pull up with an Android, you should rob me. That means I don't look
yeah, you deserve to be robbed.
By the way, in Apple
If you see a
product-
really smart guy with an Android,
Rob him.
don't worry about his watches.
Hold him
worry about his
chop his eyes off and get that face recognition on that.
But
Turns out he just really liked the operating system.
yeah, but in reality, if somebody were to come in and disrupt Apple, what is the timeline? It won't happen in a year.
Well, here's the thing:
It
is
could be
there's
5.
a lot of people putting out new phones.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, Huawei can zoom in a mile away.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Huawei.
matter.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's because it's the Chinese government. They're spying on us.
So I think it's very easy to disrupt Apple outside of America because I don't think
Sure.
because it's not the dominant phone once you
Right.
leave America.
But you'll never beat it in America.
Never is insane. Every company in the history of the world
yeah, I
is
don't know about
disrupted.
never. But I think that where they're
They have
getting
like
you
a
is with all their
15-year runway. I think.
tentacles and all these other things. And I think, look, someone else innovates some cool phone. They're just going to do
I
it
think
too.
you know
and
who
then they
could
have
do
all their
it?
services.
Amazon could do it. I think Google could do it.
Google's tried.
Google doesn't have the design aesthetic, but like the fact that Amazon owns Roku, or no, they own Fire TV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
they
it.
own Fire.
To me, Amazon feels they like the fact that in-home voice is owned by Amazon, not by Google or Apple,
No.
is
Yeah.
kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Like HomePod is no one has HomePod. Everyone has Alexa or Echo. Happy Prime Day, everyone, by the way.
Did you buy anything?
What?
Did you buy anything?
I'm in the market for a projector.
You trying to have like an outdoor?
Yes.
Uh,
Because I can't have people over inside the
Right.
house anyways. So if I wanted to watch like the Laker game, I watch by myself.
oh, that's sick.
So I want to do a projector, and then there's these huge new kind of devices that will kind of you pump air into them, and they kind of
Right, you get the blow up screen.
blow up screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're really cool.
And then so I saw Anchor has a pretty sick thing that our friend Bo recommended. So I'm gonna check that out. But I saw one of them on sale today. So when I get home, I want to check it out. That's my big purchase.
Oh,
You did purchase it or you're going to?
I'm going to.
What do you have till the end of the day?
All right, till tomorrow. Prime Day ends tomorrow.
Okay.
But it's like a $500 item. So I'm hoping
Get a good discount.
That's the ultimate
What's
inter-
the discount you're expecting?
$100.
well, let's look it up.
20% off.
What is
If
it
I
called?
got 20% off, I pull the trigger.
What's it called? Look it up.
Anchor. Look at Anchor Nebula.
Is it just today?
And tomorrow.
Okay, well, that's what we got. They also have an iPhone mini.
Wow, $349 today only.
Okay.
On Prime Day, $237.
Wow.
What a steal.
What do we get to?
And if you want to buy a pair of shoes, we have a pair of Bowery New Republic sneakers, $30.
$30. Everybody's got $30.
Yeah.
No. Get the Nebula and the shoes.
Even the Android guy got $30.
yeah.
Well, he's got Bitcoin, so he's got $30.
Smart Android guys.
He's either
Watch
broke
I
out.
don't know.
or
I
has
see some
Bitcoin.
people, questionable people walking around Android. They
I'm
don't look
not
like
saying all
Yeah.
Android people are smart.
Oh,
I'm
no,
saying
no,
if you
no.
know
all
someone,
Androids don't matter, huh?
Whoa.
if you
In
see
this case,
someone
no.
that you know is really smart and is in the business of technology
Yeah.
and it's an Android
What if they work
phone,
for Samsung?
even those people have iPhones.
Remember when Jay-Z was doing the Samsung ads and he was tweeting from an iPhone?
Everyone has done that. Anyone who's ever had a Samsung deal has had an iPhone in the background. Okay, iPhone mini also. I just didn't mention that.
Yeah.
That's happening too.
Who's buying the mini?
Kids, probably.
Smaller people,
Yeah. Wow.
smaller children. And
Okay. But what if you're of our size? What would make you want to
Price.
buy a mini? Just
I
price.
think it's price. Yeah. Maybe they see a big
What if you're a
demand
big guy, small hands?
That's actually what I
Donald
face.
Trump.
Yeah.
Well, big guy, small hands. Oh no,
I think there might be a little bit of a demand for the smaller phones.
Yes,
I
Some
think a lot of people don't like Like I have the Plus or whatever this is called.
Yep.
I don't have the Plus, and I
Nice.
have massive hands, and I hate that. I can't even reach the top and bottom of the screen. I don't get how anybody else does.
Yeah.
Like
you just
this
sort of
feels
move your
this is
hands
as big
around.
as it would get for me.
Or maybe your hands aren't as big as mine.
My hands are definitely bigger than yours.
Uh-oh.
Probably not.
Okay, let's bring out the hands.
No.
Then you have to put your hands.
Yeah, I'm
think-
not touching
you
your
didn't
hand.
get
Never
this
mind.
guy?
Let's discuss. Not safe. Okay.
Okay.
Feels
All
like
right,
the
let's move
presidential
on.
debate.
Let's move on. We got a new SPAC alert.
Yes.
We got a new SPAC in town. Softbank.
We're going back to back.
We're going SPAC to SPAC. Softbank. So, notoriously brilliant group.
Baby
Pretty much.
got spec.
All hits, no misses.
Mm-hmm.
Why not SPAC it up?
Leave it to them to ruin the party.
They're going to ruin the party, huh?
I mean, that's all I can think of. They're
They're
gonna go raise whatever billions of dollars.
They're gonna do one like $70 billion
Yes,
SPAC and
it's all
screw it up.
over.
They're gonna go buy like a junky
I'm
like
sure everyone who's raised, because right now, if you're a seemingly talented person, not even talented, seemingly talented person, you could raise 100 to $1 billion overnight in a SPAC.
I mean, Shaq's doing a SPAC.
Shaq's doing a SPAC.
And he's seemingly talented to me.
Seemingly,
He's a great basketball
It
player.
was at one point.
Yeah.
And they've got to all be like, man, why are these guys coming in? This party was so fun.
Yeah.
It's like when the person comes in the party that you're like, oh, they're just going to turn up a little too much and the cops are going to come.
It's funny how you didn't say that when Shaq joined,
Yeah.
but SoftBank, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
too much.
Because Shaq is at least, it'll be fun to see Shaq ring the bell.
Shaq's a smart business dude, man.
Shaq
Don't
is
sleep
very,
on
very
Shaq.
wealthy.
He's probably a billionaire.
Yeah. He never invested. He
Dude,
never spent.
he's got Google stock from the IPO. Talk about zoom out. Zoom out on that, Tim.
Yeah.
Zoom out.
Google
that
from the
motherfucker.
IPO 2004.
Give that a zoom out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
well,
couldn't even zoom out in 2004. That's how old he's had the stock.
That's true. You'd have to flip pages.
Ew.
Oh, stock market.
Anand's got some big insight.
Big insight. So I listened to a guy who's an expert on fiscal and monetary policy as it relates to the equity markets. Tim.
He doesn't
perk
know
up.
what anything you just said means.
Tim, tune in here.
Yeah.
So
Fiscal, monetary, what are those words?
he was talking about it from an apolitical stance, saying, all I care about is what the current political situation is going to have on the equity markets. I was very surprised about how he's reading this upcoming election.
You think Trump's better?
No.
Oh.
So it sounds like all the fund managers, this is not a political statement, fund managers.
Okay. Fun. They manage fun?
They manage fun and funds.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And they're all pricing in a Joe Biden victory.
Okay.
So he was talking about this like it's a foregone conclusion. President Joe Biden, what's going to happen in a President Joe Biden administration as it relates to equity markets?
Got it.
He said he's generally bullish on the stock market.
Okay.
This is a pod from last week, so it's pretty current. He said the upside case for the stock market, this is where I was surprised. Blue wave. Democratic Senate, Democratic House, Democratic presidency. And then he breaks it down why. Stimulus will be through the roof. He said he expects another $7.5 trillion if we have a blue wave to
Love
be
that.
pumped into the economy.
Pump it in. Come on, turn on
And
the floodgate.
he said the economy is going to be bad enough next year that the tax plan that Biden's running on, he won't push through because it'll cripple corporations if you raise the corporate tax rate from 21 to 28%. And he's like, they're going to kick the tax plan down the road until the economy stabilizes. People don't think the economy is going to stabilize for another couple years. So separate from the stock market, we know the stock market doesn't reflect the economy. The economy is in shambles. You can see it all over the country. And he said his downside case was President Joe Biden, Republican Senate. And he said there'll be gridlock in getting stimulus done, and they'll just fight, argue, and nothing will get done. And the stimulus won't be as big. They'll get a stimulus done, but it won't be as big.
Yeah, we need a big stimulus.
We need a blue wave.
Blue wave. There it is. You want to get rich, you need a blue wave. Contrary to what everyone else is saying, this guy's really freaking smart.
Yeah.
All right.
So when you go to the ballot box, you hit
Blue.
Democrat and you just go all the way down the line.
Yeah.
Wave. And then you
You
draw
would
a line.
never.
wave.
So that
And then you wave on your
talk
way.
about things like obviously things that you would never, ever in a million years expect. Hedge fund managers saying a Democratic controlled Senate, House, and presidency is good for them.
Yeah.
That is the first time in my lifetime people have said that.
Well,
because Republicans have been known to be the economy.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is so the stock market's been going up, whatever, for the last several months aggressively. And in that entire time, there was no sign that Donald Trump was going to win. So anybody who was kind of forecasting based on political kind of results knew that Joe Biden, they are investing with the idea that Joe Biden's going to be president. Look, there's obviously a chance Donald Trump can still win, but he's up 17 points right now in the national poll. So everyone's going under.
And there's no more debates, it looks like.
Yeah, there's no more debate. So there's not that many moments to change voters' mind. So the stock market is going up under Joe Biden right now.
Right now, it's smart money is pricing in who they think the president's going to be.
Yeah.
All the polls are indicating Joe Biden is the overwhelmingly favorite. Again, we're not saying Trump doesn't have a shot, but he's overwhelmingly favorite statistically. That's undeniable.
Yeah.
And the stock market's reflecting what they think is going to happen. It's stimulus. The stock market continues because Chairman Powell of the Fed has said money printing is guaranteed through 2023, zero interest rates.
Yeah.
So
And
that
you're
you
right,
have
it's
one
like-
side of the equation solved,
Yeah.
which is the Fed.
Yeah.
Boom.
Plus,
Fed's
it's not
come.
like you're going to jump in there and raise taxes.
Yeah, the reason why they won't is because
The economy is
The economy is
dead.
That's what I'm
gonna
saying,
get-
right? It's like who in their right mind would do that?
He's just saying that
So we
because
need to go
it's
for stimulus.
he's saying
to
and-
pander to lower income people to vote for him.
yeah,
Yeah.
vote for stimulus. Blue wave.
Yeah.
Want free money? Blue wave.
I'm gonna hit the ocean this weekend
Yeah, just
and
soak
ride a
it
blue
in.
wave.
Oh.
Take in some of the blue waves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pete, you still think I'm an idiot?
Not in this sector.
I think the Apple's thinking is pretty stupid.
Yeah.
That's a missed
I think
opportunity.
there's a part of you that's dumb, and that's the part. Other than that, pretty smart
Before
guy.
this, was there a part of me that was dumb?
No, not to my knowledge.
Just the sinking thing. Well, there's got to be other things, you know? Where there's smoke, there's fire. If he doesn't sink, who knows what else he does?
Yeah.
Who knows?
A
Okay.
lot of questions to be answered.
Okay. Next up, we've talked a lot about these ghost kitchen things. You know, that's where for the listener, that's where you might just have a kitchen that makes food and you deliver it on some of these delivery services, or maybe you have your own delivery service, but you don't actually have a walk-in restaurant. Looks like the newest person throwing their hat in the ring is Kroger.
Yes.
So what's this mean? They're going to allocate some of their space?
Yeah, it's quite interesting. So ghost kitchen is something that a lot of people believe is an opportunity in the food industry, especially with most of these restaurants being shut because of restrictions. What does the restaurant industry look like in the future, whether it's delivery or takeout? And so there's obviously Postmates, there's Uber, there's those folks that are also working on ghost kitchens. Travis Kalanick has his cloud kitchen business. Kroger, sleepy Kroger over there, someone came up with a good fucking idea. And the idea pretty much is to use their grocery stores as ghost kitchens.
Like, so that means they're just going to like maybe carve out some space because like traffic's down or?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's Kroger stores will supply ghost kitchens. So kitchens at grocery stores, I'm guessing a kitchen at a grocery store is humongous. And it's probably not being utilized.
I mean,
Yeah, because you have the meat section,
The
behind
deli,
that,
and they've
right?
already cooked it for the night
Right.
or the previous day, or they've already probably cooked all the
they're
food.
massive commercial kitchens.
Massive commercial kitchens that are not being utilized. And imagine now you walk into your local Kroger's and you can pick up whatever your favorite Mexican food is or pizza or whatever it is and let the ghost kitchen, to me, the one flaw that still happened is that the best restaurateurs and the best chefs aren't utilizing it. It's a bunch of like hacky entrepreneurs that are trying to figure it out. But like, imagine when you could just, for example, like down the street here is Casa Nori, which I know is extremely popular, or Hi-Ho Burgers.
It's the Sugarfish family.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that should be in every Kroger. Now in Minnesota, you get to have Casa Nori sushi when you go, and
Yeah.
you know, and that place
Right.
is not even expensive. It's just they're just great restaurateurs, so they're able to do it. So I'm trying to think like if Kroger can recruit the right chefs and the right concepts, it would think about the foot traffic you'll get into a grocery store. Because I think grocery stores are going to struggle with foot traffic getting back to normal. But if you can like pick up your food for the night and go grocery shopping,
Right.
What an experience.
So you think that's the biggest benefit?
I actually think the most impressive part about all this is they're willing to experiment with technology. A company like Kroger, which the last thing you'd come to your mind is innovation.
Yeah.
And ghost kitchens really only became in fashion after Travis. Like, I'm sure they existed, and someone can DM me and say, oh, ghost kitchen's been around for 20 years. Maybe they have.
Casper started the first one.
What?
Casper,
Really?
the ghost.
Casper the ghost.
There you go.
Really?
Did you guys get that?
So anyways, they didn't become...
You thought the mattress company?
I was like, what do you mean? The mattress company had a ghost kitchen?
He's got a SPAC, though.
Who
The
does?
CEO of Casper.
Really?
Yeah.
Spack it
Give
up.
us back.
Spack it.
So Travis Kalanick, I think, launched in 17. Where he really put his foot into the cloud kitchen business. And Kroger is embracing it only 3 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And like,
Think about
Pretty
it.
impressive, especially Kroger. Like, it just seems like the last on the list.
And think about
and guess where they're testing
Think
it?
about physical retail clothing. Did not think e-commerce was going to be a big thing until like a couple years ago.
Who just said that? Zara or something? Who just said? Like,
H&M.
Yeah. Turns out
This e-commerce thing is real.
Oh, it's bubbling.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. The cities they're testing in it are in Indianapolis and Columbus. So,
Smart.
I mean, that alone is like they could own that entire.
Yeah. And they're partnering with the delivery company to get it delivered
Yeah.
too. Cluster Truck.
Cluster truck?
Clusterfuck.
That's a great name. That's good. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, props to them, man. Anytime someone jumps out and takes a risk on that stuff, and especially when it's someone who you don't expect, lots of props.
Yep.
Shouts
What?
out to Kroger, though. You know what they do have?
What?
Great sparkling water.
Like their brand.
Kroger.
Wow.
Yeah. Very bubbly. It's on the bubbly side.
Are you like the sparkling water guy now?
Yes, I am doing daily TikToks now, testing out sparkling water.
God. Okay. How's it going?
2 videos in, I think I got like 400 views total. So
Is that good or
What
bad?
about
Well,
Topo?
it's not great.
Topo.
Topo Chico?
Topo Chico.
Topo Chico. Oh, I just actually tried that for the first time the other day. Not on TikTok, but pretty good.
I think Coke owns that.
Coke doesn't.
Correct. They also
And they're doing a
own-
seltzer.
They also own AHA, I think. Somebody
they
told me
do.
that. I didn't follow up, so don't take my word.
You should do a seltzer one.
Topo is a seltzer.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I'll give-
sorry,
Alcohol one.
Yeah, then we'll get around to alcohol. We'll have to start
Those
tasting more
TikToks
and
will
more
be
of it.
funny.
Yeah.
okay. All right. And then another thing
mean,
when
you
it
could
comes to.
Watch me chug Costa Bravas on behind closed doors every Wednesday.
Well, yeah, we do. You just do that anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing when it comes to trying to, do a little bit of innovating is Walmart and Target. Trying to find ways to compete with Amazon. Obviously, Amazon has like insanely fast shipping at this point. You can get, it seems like just about anything under the sun the next day. Walmart and Target are really scaling up their curbside pickup services.
I love curbside pickup.
Don't you think, though, that leaving your house to go curbside pickup is a drastically different and more uncomfortable experience than having it delivered to your front door?
No, I agree with that. But there are certain things that you want right away
Yep.
that the customer wants immediately that they can't wait on. And the curbside experience is definitely better than walking in.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And imagine
Especially
in
right now.
in the suburbs where there's literally zero traffic most of the time.
And parking's easy.
Parking's easy. Just drive up, boom.
Like we did, we'll use that service like at the Container Store.
Mm-hmm.
You just pull up into this parking spot
The one at the Grove.
at the Grove and they just bring everything out. And
That's
they
pretty
open
cool.
the door.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
stuff-
especially for Corona time. That's great.
Yeah, it's great. It's just like, I've tried it at another furniture place too. And it's so convenient.
So what are people going to do with all this save time in the future? If
Watch
they're
TikTok,
Just
Video games, yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok,
movies.
Netflix.
yeah.
It's not like we're going to be more productive as a society.
No.
I think
no,
people
no.
work less than ever.
Yeah. Are you kidding with all this work from home?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like, if you could look at that graph of like where people are spending their time with this newfound time.
It's not work.
I think you might have gotten a boost in April and May because people wanted to keep their jobs.
Yeah.
But once they got safe in July, August, they're like, tune out.
From all my friends that I've talked to, I work completely opposite of them.
But
These
you're in the
kids are
office
working
every-
like 10, 20 hours a week.
And they have full-time jobs.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're working like half time. And
Well,
there
you
was
got
also
unlucky in that sense that you work for a guy like Dee, who like, it's a little bit more like
on top of things.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
And
and I have to actually-
spur them. We need to do this today. We need to do that.
Yeah.
If you have like a job where you just kind of check in
Oh
with a
my
manager,
God.
you're checked
Did you
out.
hear about the guy who works at Facebook and Google?
Yes, I did hear about
I
this.
didn't
That
hear
was a
about this.
crazy
This
story.
is the new hustle. You'd get 2 jobs.
And
you
they
work
don't
from
know
home.
about it.
'Cause
You
they
work
don't do
55
background
hours a
checks.
week, you get double the pay.
Yeah.
Giant security risk for them, but fuck them.
Yeah.
Boom. You're
So
really
there's this
fucking rich.
whole wave of people getting second jobs.
No way.
Yes.
Because you don't
'Cause they
work
don't-
at Google and
That's
you
like
don't
the
work at Facebook.
sophisticated EDD scam.
It is.
That's
Well,
like the
I mean,
next
you're-
level.
But you're also working your ass off. But you know,
Yeah, but that's like the educated.
the
version.
educated EDG scam.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was working 55 hours a week and getting paid $200,000+,
You could probably pick up a
Easy.
fake job somewhere.
Yeah.
One of these startup-y.
The problem is he was like TikTok it, and then I'll have to get rid of him.
True.
Oh, my second job. What? All this money. All this seltzer flying from the air.
trying to think.
Get the fuck out of
There's
here.
actually no way for them to know. I'm trying to think. How would, if you're Google or Facebook, how would you know the other one's employing?
No, you
can't.
Can't. You can go get so many jobs.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
pretty
Yeah.
absurd.
Because I don't remember, obviously I haven't interviewed for a job in 20 years, but do you sign off saying you can't have a second job?
even
I
if you
think it's
did,
just-
how
who's
would you
checking?
know?
Well, because in normal times you're here 9 to 5, so
Right.
it's not possible.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's
That's
not even
another-
a question. That's why there's the loophole.
That's another
sick.
problem with K-shaped recovery. The people that physically need can't have 2 jobs.
The K-shaped is so K. That K is getting bigger and
Okay, it's
bigger.
getting big.
I don't even know what shape it is when it's just straight up.
I think
It's an eye.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't
an eye.
understand all the lines. There's a
No,
lot
do you
of
know
lines
what?
in a
I
K.
think
It's an eye recovery.
yeah, because one's just going up.
One's
One's
going on the
going
moon, the
straight
other one's
down.
going on the ground.
Okay. I want to see the most jobs someone can have.
Yeah.
Like,
I
could
can
you have 7
experiment
jobs?
with this and see how many jobs I can get.
Let's pass on that.
Yeah, you, not the guy for the job.
I mean, a mid-level engineer can have 3 jobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because no one knows what you're doing anyways.
And it's the same code. You guys use the code from Snapchat
Copy
to
paste.
Facebook.
Hey, I got a great idea for a new feature.
Imagine if you actually were synced with all your computers, you could just copy paste,
Yeah,
copy paste, copy.
imagine.
Anand would have to put in extra hours.
Yeah.
No syncing.
I will not sink.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, we learn something new every day, and that's the new scam.
That's great. I love it.
All right. Next up, I want to talk about mail-in voting. You know, a lot of controversy,
A lot of fake news.
a lot of fake news, a lot of fake ballots. I heard a lot of Trump ballots are getting thrown in the trash.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. But quickly, we got to do some ads real quick, and then we'll talk about mail-in voting. Pete, take it away.
All right, guys, welcome back to the ad portion of this podcast. I'm your boy Pete here, and today I am bringing you our wonderful sponsors. First, New Republic. You've heard me talk about them before, but if you haven't and you're new here, let me introduce them. New Republic is a footwear brand that specializes in timeless silhouettes, comfort, durability, and premium materials for a great value. They just launched 2 new colors, chocolate, which is more of a dark brown, and graphite, which is a dark gray, in their best-selling Chelsea boot, the Sonoma. I've never really worn Sonomas before, but I got my hands on these, and these quickly become the one and only boot I wear and my favorite boot. I'm starting to see everybody everywhere wearing them. They're an incredible feel, great comfort, and the style is unmatched, especially in these new colors. They've got colors to match any one of your outfits, especially for this fall time. They're an incredible boot to stock your closet with. So don't miss out. You head over to shopnewrepublic.com and use the code Kathy. You're going to get $10 off. That's right, $10 off your order just by using the code Kathy. That's Kathy with a K, K-A-T-H-Y. It's not going to be around forever. Make sure you head over there and use that code and get your hands on their new Chelsea boots in the dark brown and dark gray, chocolate and graphite. Don't miss out. And for our second sponsor, Holistic Wellness. Now, this is the last week of Holistic Wellness and their deal they're running with us right now. So make sure you get over to holisticwellness.com and get 25% off your order of their great and amazing sticks. Holistic Wellness is a proprietary blend of broad-spectrum, water-soluble CBD delivered in single-serve stir sticks that you can pop, pour, and stir into any beverage. Get your hands on the most delicious, convenient, and fast-acting CBD products on the market by visiting holisticwellness.com. That's holistic with a K, and use the code DEALS, D-E-E-L-S, at checkout for 25% off any of their sticks. My favorite is the sleep. Unlike melatonin that you wake up feeling groggy and tired, with their sleep sticks, you wake up feeling great. Eases you right off to sleep, wakes you up feeling refreshed and ready for the day. So don't miss out, 25% off using the code DEALS, DEELS, at holisticwellness.com. That's it. Thank you for all of our sponsors. Let's hop right back into the episode.
Okay, we're back. Mail-in voting. It looks like, there's a lot of claims that it is fraudulent. It is insecure. But turns out people like it.
Mm-hmm.
Record numbers.
So we have 8.2 million people have voted by mail in the general election. 835,000 people have headed to polling places. I saw a line in Georgia today that was like 3 hours to cast a vote. So those people are not, we know which side of the K-shaped recovery they're on.
Yeah.
If you saw a 3-hour line 3 weeks before an election, wouldn't you just go home and mail the ballot in?
Mm-mm. No, you're
dumb?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on your spot in the K and you're like, I'm going to live.
I'm going to ride. The K, it's a nice slide down to the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that some people just aren't aware and they're like so freaked out by this. They just know voting as this.
Yeah, and I understand that. It just frustrates me to see people wait. Look, if it was election day, this is your last chance to vote, I'd still be frustrated with you, but I can accept it.
Yep.
We're weeks out. You could still mail in your damn ballot. Mail it in.
I know. Just people don't get it.
Yeah.
People do not get it. Wait till voting time, man. There's going to be insane lines and complaints.
Yeah.
But if you think
I
about
got
it,
fired from my job at Kroger because I had to wait 4
but
hours.
but here, I'll tell you the counter. So the person in Georgia that is super energized and wants to vote early has been told by the president of the United States that mail-in ballots he's going to try to count out as fraud. So he's like, I want my vote to count.
Yeah,
that's true too.
We've been conditioned. If you don't trust systems, no one trusts systems anymore. No one trusts institutions anymore.
Yeah, you won't even sync your phone or your laptop.
But true. That's true.
Let's talk about systems.
That's true. You want to talk about trust?
How about Apple's removing chargers and headphones from the iPhone box? This is how Tim Apple's doing.
Saw that.
That's how he's trying to make more money.
They said it's the equivalent of taking 450,000 cars off the road each year.
What does that mean?
Because the stuff they're saving.
Because it's the
you're just
equivalent-
wiping out everyone else.
Did I tell you guys about the magnet?
No, what they're doing is
update.
forcing people to buy new ones. This is Tim Apple's playbook. Yeah. Don't innovate, extract more
this
cash.
This is for nature.
Oh, God.
And now you have to have AirPods or other Bluetooth headphones. All those other wired headphones are useless.
Really? On the new one?
Well,
You just said there's
no
no
they're
cord.
removing it from the phone, so you have to go buy new ones.
It doesn't come with it.
Doesn't come
Now
with
you
it.
get a thinner package with no cords.
So there's
there's no
just the
cord.
phone.
Yeah,
There's
just
no
the
cord,
phone,
there's no
'cause-
power
Because
adapter.
there's no headphone jack.
No.
There's a jack.
Okay.
There's a jack. No, the point is they don't know how
Well,
to
there's no
innovate
jack.
anymore,
Cactus
so they're
jack.
like,
There's a jack.
how can I get you to spend
Well,
more money
there's
on Apple? Because chargers die.
Yeah.
Chargers die.
Charged
Oh,
out.
that.
Yeah.
You don't think that.
He's saying there still has the port.
There's
Yeah.
still a port.
It's
There's
just
a
a-
port
it
so you
just
can
comes
still
with
plug it in.
this.
Right.
Not a traditional
Normally,
headphone jack.
iPhone, when you purchase it, comes with your headphones
Right, I
and
know,
your charger.
right.
But they're
Well, the
doing it
big-
for the environment.
The big thing is the power bank. So the big one that charges in like 10 minutes, no longer in there. Everyone's pissed about it.
That is
Because you
crazy.
got it with the
And
11.
they're so expensive.
Yes.
They're like $35.
This is
each
how
one.
this is pathetic. They're getting disrupted.
This is
No,
for
they're not.
the
Everybody's gonna buy
environment.
it.
They
Sync.
save.
The sync method.
Do you know how much trash, how much waste goes into those boxes?
And they're just going to ship it back out and ruin it with the rest of the box he's going to have to buy.
Wow.
Okay. Well, listen. Mail-in voting.
We're more concerned about the charger not being set in the phone.
Anyway, so look, it's interesting. We're going to get a lot of stories through, up to November and through November, and maybe for months afterwards. Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of content, but the first ones that are rolling in is people are standing in line for hours in places like Georgia, and also record numbers of early voting. It's a fraud.
Okay.
Next up, turns out things are starting to feel a little on edge with these vaccine trials.
Yeah.
I believe 2, maybe more, but 2 that I've read, trials have gotten halted.
One was
Eli Lilly.
Eli Lilly, ringing any bells?
Yeah.
Johnson and Johnson.
Ever heard of them?
Yeah.
Remember the whole Tylenol thing years back?
Yep.
One of them I heard had there was one of the participants had very severe neurological reaction. But people are we're running into problems.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is clearly going to delay the.
Speed it up.
So not by the election.
I mean, this is. If you're pausing it now, you're not getting it by the end of the year. End of the year is off
I thought
the
I was
table
getting a
now.
shot like November 1, and that was Trump.
Yeah. I just don't. It feels like the vaccine is not as close as everyone made it sound it to be.
I just think like.
Let me tell you,
right?
though. Did you see that rally, the Trump rally yesterday?
Yeah.
There's no mask. There's no social
I
distancing.
mean, you saw the dance moves?
Where at? Where was
Fun
that
to
one?
stay at the
yeah.
YMCA.
MAGA,
I
right?
saw that.
The Beverly Hills one?
Yeah. No. The actual Trump rally.
Oh, did you see the Beverly Hills one?
Yes. MAGA.
Beverly Hills is an interesting place these days.
It is. I didn't know they were right in front of the Beverly Hills sign.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Shit's going to get weird. It's going to be a weird few weeks and, like I said, maybe a few months.
I will say the Grove is safer than Beverly Hills.
I went to the Grove to pick up.
They've security.
Yeah.
Grove seems safe, right?
Yeah.
The restaurants are packed.
Are they?
Yeah. Everyone's just boozing it up on a Tuesday.
Is
at
Grove
11 a.m.
packed?
I haven't been.
The restaurants are quite crowded.
I'm
Does it
just
feel
saying-
similar to Old Grove or not?
It's not nearly as many people. but-
Families or no families?
Yeah.
People in the
Families.
grass?
And
No, not like things like that are not. Okay.
international crowd?
A lot of ethnics.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
The Grove is great.
alive and well. Huh?
The Grove is great. I went there the other day. I've been there like 3 times.
What'd you get there?
What do you do there?
Nothing. Just
Walk
hung
around?
out.
Just
It was
stroll
nice.
around? You take a date or something?
Yeah, when I had to stay home because I couldn't come in here because of my last wedding.
Oh.
I went over there and worked.
You went,
I wanted to get out of my house.
So it's because you couldn't come here because you might
Yeah.
infect someone.
Right.
You instead went to the Grove and
Went to
infected
the most
40
populated
people.
places.
Well, you can't get in. There's literally nowhere else to work in the city.
Where'd you sit?
Just in a little coffee
shop.
shop that's outside on the back end.
By the farmer's market?
The other side.
The other side.
Too many questions. Okay.
Yeah, on the other side, not the farmer's market.
So by the grass,
Yes.
center grass.
Yep.
And what's interesting is it doesn't seem like people getting infected has gone down. I mean, I saw Cristiano Ronaldo got infected. Dustin Johnson, the golfer, got infected. I mean, the problem is like when you hear about all these people getting infected, I don't know what's happening because no one really tells you.
Yeah.
Only does that one random person on Facebook document their whole story.
Yep.
But like, okay, Cristiano Ronaldo, you got it. What happened to you? Dustin Johnson, you got it. Chris Christie. I want to know what happened to Chris
I
Christie.
need to know what happened to Chris.
I want to
Christie.
know his whole experience.
I don't
'Cause
believe.
straight up, if nothing happened to Chris Christie, I mean, he went to the hospital.
He's out of the hospital.
He checked
tweeted.
himself in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, let's say he just checked him in because he was like, look at me, I got to go to the hospital. Other than that, if he just is like cruising, then I'm kind of fearless then.
Yeah, what are we doing?
If Chris
Yeah.
Christie.
If he's okay, we're okay.
Look, I think mortality rates are down significantly. Cases are up. So here's the tricky part. Like, what does that mean? Because the virus is as contagious as we all assumed from March. If there's a cluster, everyone gets it.
Yep.
That's pretty clear. Look at football teams. Look at
The White House.
the White House.
Yeah.
So that's clear. Contagion is there. More contagious than the flu, the cold. Because when one person gets the flu, sometimes the whole office gets it. Is that right? I
There's a
remember
couple.
right?
Yeah.
But if this was the coronavirus, we'd have all gotten it.
Yeah. But
So
they're treating it better? That's what's happening?
I think 2 things are happening. One is it's been explained to me that as a virus lives, the whole idea is to not kill the host. So the viral load naturally goes down.
Yep.
Because that's how the virus stays alive.
Yep.
So if the viral load you get in the virus, even the people we know that are getting it now, it's not what they felt in March.
Yeah.
Like the March stories were horrific.
Yeah.
That's my question. Like winter 2023, do people just have COVID-19 but you don't even really care?
Yeah.
That's the tricky part because it disrupts so much in society right now if you get it.
Yeah.
If you have a family and you get it and you have to quarantine for 14 days,
Yeah.
what happens to the rest of your family? You can't send your kids to school because now they've been exposed. I don't know. It's tricky, and I don't think anyone has a right answer or solution.
We'll see. But listen, the fact that death rates are going down and Chris Christie checked out of the hospital, things are looking up.
Yeah.
You know.
So that's the point. At what point are people even the liberals going to say, hey,
After the election.
go out
Right?
and get it? Yeah.
That's the thing, right? I mean, I don't think that it's like a full-on conspiracy, but I do think they have every incentive to make it look as bad as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Like the truth has to be in the middle.
Bob Iger is livid with Newsom that Disneyland's not open.
Really?
And he's a liberal.
Our friend Jay went to Disney World
Yeah.
and he said it was really safe. There wasn't that many people. He felt good and he's been pretty strict, he said, throughout the
Yeah.
whole process.
I mean,
I
just-
got sorry to interrupt
No, it's okay.
because it's just kind of really funny.
Yeah, please.
I got a DM from a woman named Allie. She goes to the University of Alabama.
Wow. Roll Tide.
And
Roll Tide.
she's been to every home game this season.
Whoa.
I'm here to tell you we're 100% going for herd immunity. No one cares about safety, and majority of students got corona the first week back. So honestly, it feels safe now.
So they got it because they were being tested?
No, partying.
No, meaning like, how do they know they all got it?
That we don't know yet. We have to ask that question next.
Yep.
We go into the stadium, sit wherever you want. There's an open seat. Wherever there's an open seat, we must also wear a mask, but it doesn't have to cover your face.
I mean,
I don't know what that logic
I wear
is.
mine in
I
my
watched
pocket.
the Texas-Oklahoma game. The masks were under the chin.
Yeah.
So she's going to be our
Texan-
on the field reporter
For the
Has she gotten
SEC.
it yet?
at the next Alabama game. We're going to ask. We can.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's gotten it.
Yeah.
Either she has or she will. And I want to know what part of the story we're in.
Yeah, so I told her for the next game, put together a bunch of videos.
I was gonna say-
and send it to us. So
Are
we
we
can put together.
growing our Alabama listener base, or is this the same person from
No, this
Alabama?
is the second listener we got.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're growing.
We're double, 100% growth.
100%
A
growth.
lot of people would say that is record growth.
Record growth.
We're big in Alabama, big in the South. Who would have thought 2 Indians and a white guy big in the South?
Look at that. Man. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
Can you imagine her telling people about the podcast? No, it's 2 Indian dudes and this white dude
Yeah,
in LA.
just leave the races out. Just say these 3 funny guys from LA.
Yeah. Really, really smart guys.
My only point that I was making was that you have to believe the same way Fox News and that crowd is saying no masks, fuck it, and CNN has a death counter. The truth is in the middle. What's going to happen if Joe Biden is president and it's CNN has the incentive to make it look like he's doing a great job? Does it become a little bit less scary?
No, because CNN's doing the death counter because it gets people to watch CNN.
But don't you think it gets people to watch CNN in the angle that Trump is doing a horrendous job? That's their lens.
In general, a death counter is probably good for business.
But let me ask you this. Do you agree that left-wing media has an incentive to make it look like the virus in the country is worse than it
Yeah,
may
I
be?
agree.
because
Yeah,
of
I 100% agree. Because you have to tell both sides of the story. Yes, cases are through the roof. Yes, mortality is significantly down.
Yeah.
So if you're doing that, you're just intellectually dishonest.
Yeah. That's why I'm curious what happens. I mean, in January, is the story not so scary?
I mean, we met someone who's really smart, successful businessman, definitely not a right-winger.
Mm-hmm.
And he said after the election, everything's opening up.
Yeah. I will see. I like that. Okay. Pete, do you read these topics by any chance?
In what, besides the headline?
Like if
Absolutely not.
if I read a headline, are you going to know what it is?
Yeah, throw it at me. I'm pretty smart.
Well, what I was going to ask you, I want to also ask our listeners is, what do you think I'm describing here?
Okay.
Fewer fistfights, less sex. My first thought when I read it was like maybe high school in America.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe because like phones, people are fighting less and sexing less. Any ideas? No. Okay. All right, listeners, go ahead and take a moment to guess. The answer is TV production.
Yeah.
So apparently we're back to production a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you don't want to get all up in each other's faces, even while you're filming. And so a good way to do that is to take out all the fist fighting and all the fucking.
Yep.
Right?
Interesting,
Yes,
right?
so there's no romance scenes in 2021.
So is
Honestly,
2021 all the content going to be like a little awkwardly
Like,
apart?
from a
Because,
distance.
dude,
Yeah.
you can't get a positive test. It shuts down production.
Our friend is on, our friend Omar, who's been on the podcast, is on a major network sitcom
Mhm.
on CBS,
Unicorn.
Unicorn. And they started filming this week. And
I saw a
he's-
commercial watching football on Sunday.
And he said it is very strict on testing protocol, how it goes down.
No sex.
No bucking.
No fighting.
What's interesting is that's going to really affect certain types of shows.
Family shows are going to be hot.
Yeah.
Family shows are hot.
Yeah. Family shows outside.
So it's basically a dream to be a deeply religious conservative in terms of what content's going to be out.
Oh,
in
it's going to be
2021.
so clean
Yep.
and wholesome.
Well, the language could still be bad.
Do you think they'll address it like in like Modern Family type shows? Like, will COVID be happening in the show, you think?
They should. I'd be stupid not to.
So it's
'cause
really
part
going
of
to
reality,
kill like the HBO type shows and
which are
Showtime.
a lot of sex.
Yeah.
I think it's too much sex.
I mean, there's a lot of shows you take out the fighting and the
Sometimes it's
sex.
just too much sex in these shows. Why are you all of a sudden having sex? Just
What's
stop.
the show that there's too much
Like
sex?
I watch
this-
Yellowstone.
Oh, lots of sex?
There's just a lot of violence and sex. I don't need to see like violence and sex
Not
every
anymore.
3 minutes.
Yellowstone
Maybe-
season 3.
So
nothing
just
but
turn the
conversation.
tube off till 2021.
Yeah.
Your dreams will come true.
Maybe you're getting
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
I
Lindsey
I
Graham.
think I get turned off by it.
Jeez,
Wow.
Mitch McConnell over here.
Yeah, that sounds very Mitchy.
Yeah,
All
Get
the sex
Nixon
I'm
done.
turned on.
Moscow
Like,
Mitch.
I'm turned on like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by these shows.
You're turned
There's
on?
so much sex going.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Did you
I
just
can't
say
not
it?
be turned on at this point.
What are you?
Oh my gosh.
So are you watching television 24 hours?
Where's the
This guy
HR
wants a
department?
second job.
Yeah, his
he's
other one
watching
is
60
OnlyFans.
hours of TV a week.
Yeah. Jesus. I don't know where the HR department is in here. But be careful who you say that in front of. Okay. Well, everyone be on the lookout for that. Next thing when it comes to content, AMC, the movie theater chain, surprise, surprise, says it could run out of cash by the end of the year. Who would have thought?
How are they making to the end of the year?
How did you have enough cash to make it this whole year? You're telling me you made it? You had enough cash reserved that you could make it a whole year?
Yeah, I'm dying to learn.
That's impressive.
Most businesses couldn't last 3 months.
Yeah.
Really interesting because the day this article comes out, which is today, they're saying attendance is 85% down.
What's even more interesting is 83% of their theaters are open currently today.
So that means people are just scared.
Yeah, that's crazy. But they also have to be like a crazy.
So, I mean, that
Low
means
capacity.
California can't be a big part of AMC's business because theaters are closed. It's one of the biggest states.
Or
in the
no,
country.
I mean, it could be a big part of revenue, just maybe not the big part of the theaters. The other issue is there. I saw a promo. I think 20 seats rent out in the entire theater for $100 or $200. The entire theater.
It was 100.
It was 100, right?
Where?
And I don't know anything anywhere.
I'd do that.
Yeah.
Just go me and Amanda. Have
Yeah.
the whole theater.
Yeah, for $100.
You're going to spend that anyways on a normal night.
Yeah, seriously.
But what's interesting, today was also announced that Coming to America 2, which you've not seen Coming to America 1, it's probably one of the greatest movies ever with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, is coming out December 13th. It's coming out on Amazon Prime Video. Amazon just paid $125 million to release that movie.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of money to who? Not to them.
Well, still, that's a lot of money to anyone.
Like,
I don't know. Maybe this is what I was just thinking. Maybe this is such a unique time with a unique opportunity where a company like Amazon even has the ability to purchase Coming to America 2 and own all those eyeballs.
Yeah.
But damn it, I don't know how that checks out.
No, so I think the genius of it is why Netflix can be cash flow negative right now and just purchase all this content. Because once you own it, you never have to pay royalties down the line.
Yeah.
So it's upfront costs. Like think about if someone paid $1 billion in 1999 for Seinfeld.
Yeah.
They would be plus
Positive.
money.
Yeah.
And that would have been a staggering number back then.
Yeah. So it's better to own the content.
Exactly.
outright.
Own the content. So, we know how much these legacy TV shows, the checks that these guys are getting 10 years later, like imagine like the Big Bang guys.
Yeah.
How much money are they going to make in royalties?
Yeah.
If someone had just bought Big Bang
Yeah.
for like $500 million in like 2012,
Yeah.
you'd make money.
Yeah.
It's smart.
And these shows are just, even like a big show, like what was the biggest show the last couple of years? Game of Thrones. Probably majority of America has not watched 1 minute of Game of Thrones yet.
I
I would say that.
I
Yeah, I mean,
haven't watched 1 minute.
how many people? 20 million people watch Game of
Probably.
Thrones?
Yeah.
Okay. Which 400 million people. There's so many people that still need to watch Game of Thrones. So if you own that IP, you can milk it forever.
Probably not for everyone, but yeah, I get your point.
It's also
Yeah.
just the fact that
A lot of sex in that one, huh?
There's
Violence.
sex. Yeah, a lot of sex and violence. That's
Dragons
it.
and sex.
Man, not for me.
Yep.
And dragons.
Yeah.
If you're into
Everything
dragons
you
and
hate.
sex.
I hate dragons.
I think the bigger thing with someone like Amazon, though, is that you're owning, like, you have something else to sell them, which
Yeah.
is the entire rest of the Amazon, ecosystem.
Yeah. I mean, for Amazon, it's just keep everyone on Amazon.
And it's the
as
same
long as-
cast coming to America too. Arsenio and Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
both doing it.
I mean, we have to watch it.
Yeah. Eddie
Borat.
Murphy's been working, huh?
Yeah, yes. Borat is Amazon.
Yeah, Borat's Amazon.
That's the ad with the mask and it's just under his genitals.
The what?
It's on like a bus stop. I
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
it walking over here.
What is it? What is it?
It's
Is a
like
mask over
maskless, or what does it say?
He's wearing a mask as a thong.
Oh.
And it's like a promotion for his new.
Well, that comes out soon, I think.
Yeah.
Like
Also-
any day type
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway.
Remember the skits he was doing in the beginning of the pandemic? They were
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
What was the line?
Wuhan.
Chop him up like the Wuhan flu.
Wuhan.
What we gonna do?
Oh, chop up like the Saudis do.
Yeah, chop him like
chop
the
him up
Saudi.
like
Holy cow. Okay. Well, we'll see. Yeah, that seems very promising.
Yeah.
Another Pete topic.
Another Pete topic. Yeah, Pete. Just curious. How has your general, I mean, you said that you're turned on 24/7.
Yes.
I'm just wondering how your OnlyFans intake has been and, maybe just porn in general.
So you just want my porn intake? Like,
Porn intake
in the last
up?
6 months, has
Like,
it gone up
if we
or
zoomed
down?
out, if we were to
Or are
run
you
it
looking
through
for another
Tim's, if we were to
The
run it
zoom
through
out
Tim's
Yeah.
zoom out method.
Are you like the Google IPO to now?
I'm not zooming out.
similar?
On that.
No,
From
actually,
January to now looks like Google from
no, actually opposite. Less
Down.
porn.
less porn.
Yeah.
Why?
Just change man.
Are you on OnlyFans?
No. Like I myself, am I producing content? No.
Are you
No,
consuming?
You're consuming.
No.
Why not?
I'm not trying to pay for porn.
Seems like also a unique opportunity. If you were a single, horny 24/7 guy, there's this unique opportunity right now where a lot of girls, look, I'm going to be really honest. There's been a handful of young ladies that we used to photograph for the Reckless Girls that I've met, worked with, that have turned to OnlyFans.
Give me a name. Maybe I'm interested to check it out.
I don't think
the guy who just said he hates watching
Yeah.
sex on
He
television.
Yeah, too much sex on Yellowstone, and you want to go a little.
you want to go straight to the porn,
Look
huh?
at a 20-year-old fitness girl.
I think he just
OnlyFans.
doesn't like the soft stuff.
Yeah.
That's
If we're gonna show sex,
Get
let's
to the
really show
point.
it.
But here's what's really interesting to me in all seriousness is like there are, I mean, this might be like the no shit moment of the year for me, but like there's so many of these people that were influencers, fitness models, appeared to be doing really well that were, you know, a few months of slower paychecks away from porn.
Yeah.
Do you think there's going to be any downside consequences from like a societal stigma standpoint
Zero.
in 2 years for these
Nothing.
girls?
Look who our
This-
president
Like
is.
they go back to being the guest model.
Why? This makes way
no,
more.
but
They already are. The
I
guest
think it's the
models are
opposite. I
already
think you
those
never
girls.
go back. I think to the point is you
Yeah.
start doing like brand deals on your OnlyFans.
Right.
You have like flat tummy tea except your tits are out.
Yeah, I'm wearing guests while I'm fingering
So
myself.
essentially, girls are just learning.
If you think about what will it evolve similar to how Instagram
Yes.
influencing was
It already is.
10 years ago, 8 years ago was the tea,
Yeah.
was like all the gimmick products.
Maybe
now
you're selling vibrators.
now Fortune 100 companies, are they going to like hostess cupcakes? I don't know. Are they going to be like, hey, OnlyFans girl, here's $100?
I don't think Fortune 500. I think there'll be like the flat tummy teas and the
Gymshark.
Yeah, like Bang Energy. You know, Bang works real well
Yeah.
on OnlyFans. I think it'll just
Fashion
evolve.
Nova makes sense.
Are
Yeah,
they
like,
having
yeah.
sex on OnlyFans or just flashing?
Some
You can
are.
do
You can do
anything.
whatever you want.
No, but what's the hot thing to do on OnlyFans?
Well, it's actually being it's being diverse quite a bit, where women aren't even getting naked anymore. There's a lot of them that was the whole Bella Thorne scam. Was that like she was
But
like
that's not
she said,
popular.
But that's not popular. But it is just girls who don't want to get naked are literally offering sexier pics on their added price.
But that's not working.
But the
What
most
is happening?
popular
I know a
ones
young man
are like titties.
who has a young lady who has an OnlyFans page, and he contributes.
He has sex with her
Yes.
on camera.
And
Really?
she-
Wow.
And she'll give him like a cut of the videos he's in.
So they
No
have,
But he
way.
doesn't show his face.
What's this cut?
He just contributes his
What's his cut?
genitals. I don't know. I can find out.
I
This
bet-
is a business
well,
show.
this is
Is it business? I want to know
Does
the
he get more of a cut
do
for
we know?
like?
Do we know this young man?
You do.
Have I
You
seen
do. You
his-
do in passing. You don't know him well. It's not a bombshell
Yeah.
I'm not going to be surprised.
No.
It's not Brian Toll.
No. But it could be Jeff Toll.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Jeff Toll.
Totally kidding. But yeah, so I'm just saying there's this whole new world. And I think that the problem is like anytime you go down that road, it's hard. It never comes back. Like you always just, I think
it goes
brands,
deeper and deeper.
Like, look, I was thinking about the other day, like in 2012, don't you think a smart thing to at least have a conversation about at a Young and Reckless marketing meeting would be a Reckless Girls OnlyFans page where things are a little bit more risque and you might get a nip or two?
Yeah.
Like I think it opened this whole crazy new world, but it blows my mind how much these young ladies who I just never, I don't know, you just don't realize that a little bit of tough times will force you to like.
But it's also like, and I've spoken to people similar to you about just, I've asked them what they've done, but the economics, it is mind-numbing numbers.
I know.
It's not like, oh, I'm making 10 grand a month. No, it's making 90,000 a month.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like at 90,000 a month, I mean, men who make $90,000 a month in corporate America are bending rules.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not playing it all clear and fair either.
No. There's nudity involved there.
Yeah, it's much worse than nudity.
Yeah.
But no,
They're committing crimes.
I think it fundamentally really broke down like a thing,
Yeah.
a wall or a whatever of like, because I don't know. I think for someone like going to posting nudes of yourself is a pretty big jump. But
So it's funny because
OnlyFans figured it out.
I feel like if you were on a college campus 3 years ago, every hot girl is trying to be an Instagram
IG
model.
Yep.
Right? So is every hot girl on college campuses trying to build
Let's ask
I think a
our
lot
friend
are.
in University of Alabama.
Alabama?
I think a lot are. I think the hottest, maybe more like, sexually active young ladies are like, yeah, I'm trying to get my OnlyFans popping. That's my dream, is to have 100K a month. I mean,
$100,000 a month is a lot of money.
it's a lot of money.
I mean, Barstool just reported on some girl, as they all say, but she goes to Arizona, and she's just like, I'm in college. I'm making upwards at, like, for a 7-8 month period, I was making anywhere from $60,000 to $7,000 a month as a college kid, working 2 hours a week.
and that's a girl, that's not like an Instagram star.
No, that's just
But
This
those
girl
prices
has
are
no
going to
big following.
compress like all markets. That's right now because there's only a finite number of people
Yes.
doing. Once the floodgates open and it's completely socially accepted to do this,
Yeah.
and every hot girl is doing it.
But you got to you
that's
just
when-
have to produce your show a little better.
And the money
Yeah,
comes
it's
in
gonna-
from different
it-
places. You start to say Fashion Nova, I'll wear your bottoms, and that's it. I have 3 million OnlyFans
I think
subscribers.
it basically will just play out like YouTube.
Yeah.
There's the top 0.01% of YouTubers who are making a shitload of money, Dobrik, Ryan's Toys, and like a handful of others, and then the rest aren't making money.
Well, they don't have
here's
to
the
face the
difference is
apocalypse.
You have
That-
to make money.
I think
If the
near
chart-
term,
You make money
near
on your
term,
own.
yeah. But
But if you
price-
make $2,500
so how much
a
is a top OnlyFans girl charging?
Anywhere between probably $5 and $20.
And for how long?
for a
are they-
subscription, a month-to-month subscription, you pay.
Yeah, so
probably
that's going to
anything
compress,
under
right?
20
If there's 10 times the number of girls that are producing
I
content.
have 8 streaming services I subscribe to.
He subscribed to like 8 different OnlyFans.
Yeah. I think more it's the conversation is what is it going to do to the porn industry?
It's ruining the porn industry. Porn girls
Because like why
are
would you
no
follow
longer,
a porn star if you can watch like your favorite IG model?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Lana Rhoades came out in a podcast talking about it, how she's just like, the money I'm making now compared to what I do and what I did in porn is drastically
Who is
different.
this?
All I'm saying is
Lana
it's going to
Rhoades.
evolve. This current model,
It's all like
It's
connected.
going to
in the
absolutely evolve. But
like I'm
yeah.
saying from an economic standpoint.
To me, this feels like Napster
Yeah.
for porn.
So
it's like
Facebook
this
needs
is
to come.
something, but
Yeah.
who's going to make the iTunes? What is this? Or
Who's
does
Sean Fanning?
OnlyFans figure out how to? I mean, look, can someone, if OnlyFans can figure out a way for
But
some sort of
Patreon
normal
was really-
entertainer to make $15K a month, not around porn, like that's a huge platform.
I mean, what they should do is basically find the up and coming talent, guaranteeing them, hey, I'm going to give you 10K a month flat. Come do this. And then OnlyFans owns the
Well,
upside.
essentially what they're doing with Cardi B and them, aren't they?
But I think
Cardi B's like talking about gossip and stuff.
Right, but that's what they're doing with the platform. They're making it more mainstream. Patreon was before them. There was multiple other platforms before them, so I wouldn't even consider them the Napster.
But you need to figure out how to have an up and coming artist be able to make money.
yeah.
True. Well,
Like an up
artists
and
are
coming
starting.
musician.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
it's just a
OnlyFans should be
paywall.
smarter on the economics. Why are you giving the creators all the upside?
Totally. But think about podcasters, musicians, everyone is talking about the fact that content is free sucks. And everyone's trying to figure out Patreon. Everyone's trying to figure out, but everyone's so used to high quality content for free. OnlyFans solved it in porn.
Yeah,
Because sex is
OnlyFans.
one thing you'll always pay for.
No, but OnlyFans needs to take a
But
page
think about how much
from
free
Mr.
sex is
Bezos.
on the internet.
Yeah.
There's something about like you want it from that person that you never thought would do it.
Yeah.
You only see them on Instagram. You had a crush on them.
I mean,
and
it's
here
these
they
hot
are.
girls that you only saw online and now like,
That's the niche.
So you
Yeah.
still have to build your core following with clothes pics.
Yeah, you almost need like 2 years of being a good girl, and then you.
Well, you
100K
should
a
go to
month.
university, in fact.
Well, yes, that's the whole topic. We didn't even get into the topic.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
Jesus.
get us back
Okay.
on track.
The topic is someone started a university
Yeah.
to teach people how to go about this new world.
He can get the master's he always wanted.
Pete,
fuck
You
a
said-
second job.
I'm telling you,
going to go
man,
get another degree.
I think horny 24/7 is probably on the checkbox of requirements. And so you should apply.
It's Central University creating a course to teach adult influencers how to craft an influencer persona, how to monetize their fan base, how to promote and market their social media business. If that wasn't enough, it's completely free.
Online.
Yeah.
oh, it's free.
Central U.
I mean, don't you think OnlyFans should have been doing this?
Yeah. They should be putting out the
Only you.
yeah, only you.
Just saying.
Yeah, that's a great
Chance
idea.
You?
Teach 'em.
Maybe that could be the next
Yeah,
season.
that
That's
could really
a
be
hot
Last Chance You.
TV show that people would watch.
That could really be Last
Wow.
Chance You.
It's like he literally like, I tried everything. I tried modeling, rapping. It just didn't work out.
Is
Fuck
what-
it.
That's a great
So crazy.
season. Damn. We just nailed a hit sitcom show.
Yeah, dude, that's good. Okay. Last but not least, we got to talk about Leon Black.
Yeah.
What's going on? So Leon Black is a big dog billionaire.
He's one of the biggest dogs.
the biggest of all dogs.
Apollo
Yeah.
private equity firm.
Okay. 9 billion roughly, it looks like net worth. The biggest of the dogs. And also, die hard till the end of days supporter of Jeffrey Epstein. And now he's getting a lot of heat. People are asking questions. Why? What's going on here?
Mr. Black wired Jeffrey Epstein at least $50 million after he was convicted in 2008 of solicitation of prostitution.
What was he purchasing?
Exactly.
They think it could be as high as $75 million. So if it's reported, documented $75 million, you must have given him $250 million.
Yes.
And we're not sure what he got for in exchange for that?
He was definitely, I think he went to the island once, and I think he went to his townhouse several times because Jeffrey didn't have an office.
He paid $75 million for estate planning advice.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the guy you go to.
Oh.
Epstein.
Makes total sense.
Estate
They probably went down
planning.
to the island, had a couple meetings.
Who else? He's a tax wizard, right?
That's
Jeffrey
what he
Epstein?
does. Yeah.
So-
that's what you go down to the island for.
I'll give props to Axios and Dan Primack. Dan Primack's their technology reporter. I don't know if he's still doing it, I haven't noticed, but every day he would sign off his newsletter, his daily tech newsletter. Still no comment from Apollo. I've reached out today. And he's been doing this since the Epstein case really got hot and heavy, like a year ago.
Yeah.
And there's still no comment. What's the comment? $75 million? You know what billionaires don't do, especially people with $9 billion, is just frivolously waste money on useless people. Estate planning. They get the best of the best.
Yeah.
I mean, that would almost get you coming to America too.
Yeah. I'll put 50 more. You can't come. I'd rather have a private screening coming in and no one gets to watch it except
My
me.
gosh. Okay. Well, I mean, do we ever get answers here?
I think so.
This one's
now
got-
it's picking up steam.
Got it.
And now that people are seeing the numbers, like, dude, if a reporter out of Florida, kind of on her own dime, was it him or her? I forget. Had to pretty much uncover the Epstein case. What do you think now? You have the New York Times, you have Axios, you have Washington Post, you have everyone
Digging.
pouring resources to figure out what the hell is going on. Because when you say there's smoke, there's fire, this is more than smoke.
This is a 1 million acre
This
fire.
is like the Napa fires.
Yes. Times 10.
Okay.
Where is Ghislaine?
You know, good question.
Yeah.
Funny how we haven't heard much.
I really wonder. So private equity funds are always in the business of raising money. Is this going to affect Apollo? They're one of the biggest private equity firms around.
No effect.
I think it will.
No one cares.
I'm curious.
It should affect them.
It all depends on the press. It's the same thing. That's the reason why Epstein got even sort of outed or got revisited in the first place, is because of a journalist. So if they keep this stuff going.
You got to imagine, like, he takes Apollo. I don't know who their LPs are. I'd imagine CalPERS, teachers.
That was like the Saudi fund thing. They killed a man.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
that was kind of obscure. Jeffrey Epstein.
No,
is
but
like,
you have no shortage of funds to invest in if you're an institution like CalPERS.
Okay.
You don't need Apollo.
because what happens if a
10
journalist
others.
calls them and says, "Why are you invested in this guy?" Who?
Yes,
Blah, blah,
and
blah.
they're going to do that.
Then
They're like
out.
estate planning.
$75 million for estate planning.
Who's the greatest?
Look, I think the top estate planning attorneys probably make $1,200 to $1,500 an hour. So how many hours?
a lot of hours. They spend a lot of hours.
A lot of massages.
Yep. Okay, Leon, we'll wait to see.
I got my eye on you, Leon.
We're watching, Mr. Black. Let's run through real quick what everyone has seen on social in the last week.
Yep.
And then let's get on out of here.
Okay.
What do we got?
I got two things.
Okay.
So my friend Janina Gavankar, she is a actress. She's actually on the morning show. She looped me in on this Biden-Harris fundraiser. It's called the South Asian Block Party. It's on October 14th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's equivalent to like the Indian Coachella. There's a lot of Indians on it.
Nice.
On a lot of familiar names. And, I give Indian people a lot of hard time about not being politically active, not getting involved, and, frankly, a lot of people being MAGA. This is your chance. Throw a couple bucks.
Go to the block party.
There's a little block party.
Is it like an online block party?
Online block party. So check it out.
Are you going to be a speaker? What are you doing?
I might throw on my
No,
wedding
I'm just
outfit
like a
from your
host.
guys' wedding and just pop in.
Yeah, you should do that.
What was the word I'm allowed to say now? Hindus. What's up,
Hindus.
Hindu
Yeah.
girl.
Hey, I'm here for the Hindus.
Hello. Heard there were some Hindus here. Fine Hindus on all sides.
So that's my As Seen on Social. Go check it out.
Okay. Anand?
Median rents in San Francisco have dropped 31% year over year.
It's over. Wrap it up.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
San Francisco is at 31%. Wayne, Michigan, down 23%. Santa Clara, down 19%. San Mateo, California, down 18%. New York City, down 15%. Here's a shocking one. Honolulu, down 15%.
Wow.
Honolulu is the saddest city in
Honolulu
the
is
world,
very
apparently.
expensive, though.
Yeah.
But our last story, it's the worst for well-being.
Yeah.
Worse for sleep or whatever.
I think it's a lot of foreigners that have places in
Yeah.
Honolulu.
But those rent decreases are staggering.
That's big numbers.
Yeah, those are big, big.
Imagine if you bought like real estate in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I hear coming? A blue wave.
Blue wave.
Stimulate. Okay. Mine is plain and simple. I listened to actually an episode of Logan Paul's podcast because he had Dave Portnoy on. It's pretty entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, it's funny. They did a good job. I mean, I think they're similar personalities in the sense of, they
Shock jocks.
Yeah, they know how to shock jock. And it's a good episode.
He just released his new episode with Josh Richards. Well, his new show.
Oh,
This episode.
episode came out?
Correct. They called BFFs.
What are they
Podcast
talking
with
about?
Dave Portnoy and Josh Richards.
The one thing that Dave Portnoy did kind of break on, which was cool to see him do, was like they asked him how he stays so relevant and TikTok and blah, blah. And he's like, you just got to, like, we have people in our office that say TikTok is cracking. You got to go figure it out, Dave. And he's like, I got to go figure it out.
I applaud him for putting forth the personal effort to just stay relevant. Because no matter how great your teams are, you still have to go do that shit.
Yeah. Right. And it's like, I think as easy as it is, we know this, but like, you can watch Dave Portnoy and be like, oh, he's just like a crazy dude. That just, this all comes naturally.
It's so hard.
Yeah, like it's
It
hard
is
and he's doing it on purpose. And I think he kind of showed a little bit of that in that interview.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you one thing. You guys were right.
Obviously.
Usually are.
Mostly about he almost walked away from Barstool,
Okay.
which I said wouldn't happen. But with the new deal that they did with
Penn.
they initially did not have a contract for him to come back and work until the gambling thing happened. But he was like, I was straight up about to walk away because they weren't offering me a deal. I had enough money.
When did he say this?
On his new podcast that he does for like his own self. He has like somebody from
This guy
Barstool
has so
interview
much
him.
content he puts
Yeah.
out. Like
Dude, the guy works. So like everyone
Crazy.
probably The average person's probably looking at porn now. Oh, it's so easy to do it. No, it's not.
It's
It's
so hard.
virtually impossible to produce the content and to make it entertaining.
Yeah.
For that long.
Yeah.
Every single day.
So hard.
And on Saturdays and Sundays, he has to sit and watch sports in front of a camera and be entertaining. He has to act like
That's what he does, though. I mean,
No,
it's
not-
so ingrained
I don't
in
think
him.
it's. I
not
think
to
it's,
that level. It's
Yeah.
hard, man. That
Yeah,
shit's
I
hard.
agree. It's hard.
I mean, we do it 3 times a week, and I don't think we can do 4.
No. No.
Even when
please,
people
no.
are like, 4 days a week, and we're like,
All right. All right. Well, that's it.
Okay, ciao.
We're out of here, guys.
we have shout outs. What are you doing?
Screw them.
Well, you can't. I finally get them together. Now you guys say screw
We
'em.
gotta go. We got a long
Okay,
episode.
we'll fire through them really fast.
Get them.
All right, here we go. Cam Bowers from Cleveland, Ohio.
What
Cam
up,
Bowers
Cam?
also
OH.
a previous winner of Planet Era contest. So Cam is a real Kathy. Shout out on today's Wednesday, so tomorrow. What's up, guys? I am a day one Kathy hashtag and a 5-year Menlo Club member.
Yeah, I know, Cam.
I want to give a shout out to my wife. His wife. Today, October 14th, is our 3rd year anniversary.
Damn, he has an anniversary with Menlo longer than his wife.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That wasn't a diss. Well, hey, that wasn't
Who's he
a
gonna
diss.
leave
I'm just
first? I
saying.
guess.
I'm just saying. That's a real listener.
She has been an absolute champion, handling her first year of being a mom. And I want to make sure she
Nice.
knows we all appreciate her.
Nice.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate
appreciate
you,
you.
Cam's wife.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming back to Josh Krause. He lives in Fresno now, originally from LA.
You know, Josh.
Yeah.
Yes, I know Dee and Anand from way back in the day when 5-4 shared an office space with their mom's travel agency downtown. In fact, I still think I have the all overprint 5-4 hat
Oh, yes.
with Vinny Chase worn entourage.
Yeah, trucker hat.
Somewhere in the house. Anyway, been an avid listener of the pod for a minute now, so a birthday shout out seems fitting. Turning 38 tomorrow, Wednesday,
Wow.
the 14th. Nice work, fellas. Much love.
Happy B-Day, Josh.
Yeah.
So
Josh.
Josh, fun fact, made the Lil Wayne documentary, that Lil Wayne show. It is incredible. And I wish the world got to see it. We
Yeah.
got a copy from him early.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's so good.
It's the best
Sorry, Josh.
Lil Wayne documentary you can
Or
possibly
the
imagine.
Was
only-
it too hot for TV or?
Yeah, it's too real.
too
real. I thought rappers keep it real.
It was right before Lil Wayne became so famous, so then they
We'll
showed.
put it out now. Things are cooling down.
Yeah.
They
It'd be
should
good.
put it down.
It would crush if it came
Yeah,
out.
that
Josh,
should
maybe
come out.
That's like
revisit
the
song.
last dance.
Yes.
Yeah, revisit that, Josh.
Yeah.
Okay, is that it?
Okay, no, we got 2 more.
damn it,
One
Pete.
more birthday. I want to shout out myself for
Today's the day he remembers every shout out.
Sorry, Yvonne Vasquez from Monterey, California. I want to shout out
Monterey.
Monterey.
And Mama Grace from Monterey.
Instead of you just say it with confidence and keep rolling.
That's all right.
Okay, I want to shout out myself for turning 26 this Wednesday. So another happy birthday shout out to Yvonne. I've been following the guys ever since the first episode of Group Chat came out with Drama and D only. At Drama, I've been following supporting you since Rob and Big to the Young and Reckless Snapchat shoes
Wow.
or shows of the day a couple years ago. I look forward every week to
That's my whole
listening to
damn
all
life.
3 of
Thank
you.
man.
Yeah.
And Pete and Tim now.
All right. You've been supporting me since I was 18 years old.
Wow.
Yes.
That's nice.
Another one, last one. A nice wife of Kyle. She
Okay,
wants to
wife of
shout out Kyle. They've really detailed over here what they've gone through. They've gone through a lot the last year,
Okay.
but she wants to shout out Kyle. We are in a 5 months pregnancy with our rainbow baby, and we have our green card interview finally booked for October 20th.
Nice, wife
With
of Kyle. Does Kyle have a
consequently-
last name or she kept it kind of low key?
She just kept it low key.
Just
Kyle.
wife of Kyle.
Yes.
All right.
Wife of Kyle. So shout out to them for their anniversary. They're working on getting their green cards finalized. They've been through a lot this last year, and she wants to shout out him because he's been the rock.
Kyle,
Great for
keep
them.
on trucking. You rock.
Yes, and he introduced them to the show.
Wow,
So,
nice.
a
Welcome
real
to
wife.
America.
Well, almost. Well, they're not there yet.
Kyle, I'm guessing your wife is looking at you right now saying, no, that's me. I'm the wife of Kyle.
I'm the wife of Kyle.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I can't. I
yeah.
don't know your last name, but listen, thank you.
I have a birthday shout out. One of my friends, Omar Rishi. You met him at my wedding.
Omar
He
Rishi.
knows him well.
Yeah.
In Singapore. His birthday was yesterday. And he says we've helped him get in shape because it forces him to work out while he listens to the podcast.
Wow.
Okay. Omar.
Let's see a ad pic, Omar.
Yeah, come on. Start an OnlyFans.
Singapore market.
Yeah, if you're really fit, show it. Charge $14.99. Is that it?
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Everyone have a great week. We will see you on Friday.